Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. We start with a story from Barbados. Governor General Dame Sandra Mason is set to become Barbados' first president. The declaration was made on Wednesday by the Speaker of the House, Arthur Holder, after all the members except one, opposition Senator Caswell Franklin, voted. Those in the House of Assembly voted 27-0 and the Senate 18-0. Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley and Opposition Leader Bishop Joseph Atherley jointly nominated Dame Sandra as the first President of the Republic of Barbados. The election of Dame Sandra will officially end the tenure of Queen Elizabeth II as head of the state of Barbados. November 30, traditionally Independence Day, will also be Republic Day in Barbados. In the Twin Island Republic, all students in Forms 4 to 6 have been ordered to return to a physical classroom from next Monday, October 25, regardless of their vaccination status at this time. Education Minister Dr. Nyangats-Bidoli said data collection during the past 2 weeks relating to the daily attendance of students indicate, I quote, school attendance is consistently lower in the government secondary schools, with an average of 50% of the eligible cohort attending school physically, end quote. She went on to say that, I quote, the government does not hold nor accept the position that physical return of students to the classroom should be further delayed, end of quote. In mandating this cohort of students back to school for classroom teaching and the completion of the practicals and school-based assessments SBAs, Gads-Bidoli said in addition, I quote, all students are expected to attend school physically, end of quote. Meanwhile, students in Forms 1 to 3 or equivalent will continue to engage in remote learning. In Jamaica, angry mobs on Wednesday morning killed a man who was mistakenly identified as a suspect in the recent abduction of 2 girls in Bath, St. Thomas. The incident happened in Landaway, St. Thomas at about 8 a.m. According to police reports, the now deceased man was walking along the Landaway main road and was approached by residents armed with machetes. He reportedly ran into bushes and across the Yalas River but was chased by the mob, with persons eventually inflicting several wounds to his body. He was subsequently taken to the hospital by the police but was pronounced dead at the facility. Still in Jamaica, a GoFundMe has been established to raise $30,000 for the legal fees for members of the Montego Bay-based Pathways International Restoration Church who were arrested following the death of 3 persons amid a ritual at the church on Sunday evening. I quote, all members of Pathway International, let us raise for lawyers to defend Crown Bishop, His Excellency Dr. Kevin Smith, and other members. Now is the time to stand up against our adversaries. 999 read a message in heavily circulated message on social media. The message indicated that A. Robert Smith is the organizer of the fundraiser. On Monday, the police were summoned after a female congregant who turned up at a hospital with stab wounds informed law enforcers of macabre activities that were being carried out at the church as part of a ritual. Upon their entry into the church, 2 persons were found dead, a woman with her throat slashed and a man with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. Another male was seen alive lying on his stomach with chop wounds and gunshot wounds to his back. There are indications that the 2 deaths occurred as part of a religious ritual. Subsequently, the police took over 40 members of the congregation, including the leader, into custody. Most of the detainees, who were women, have since been released on bail, but the men and one of the women remain in custody. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.